Welcome back to the TBR Podcasts. We're your hosts. I'm Kelcie, and I've seen Doctor Who a million bajillion times.
And I'm Bree, and I've never seen it.
I'm Brady. I've seen it twice-ish.
No, I just want a mate. Well, good, because ew. So we're starting the new season, season 4.
Yeah.
And we've got our girl Donna back. Donna! So, really interesting little tidbit here.
Yeah.
Donna was not going to be the original companion.
Right.
So, it was going to be a character named Penny.
Yeah.
And they just decided, no, let's see if Catherine Tate will come back.
Yeah.
And she was not expecting it, but she said, hell yes. Of course I will.
So, like, her thing was just supposed to be that one Christmas episode.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Did you see the chemistry?
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. They're like, actually,
there was one, a reviewer, a critic at the time when these were all coming out, and like that was said that she was going to be the new companion. Apparently this guy hated her, and he was like, oh, they're just having her to help promote her show, the Catherine Tate show, and like all this. And he hated this. He hated her. He was like, oh, well, at least she's not as yelling lady as in the Christmas episode, but like she's still annoying as hell. And like I'm just like, oh my god, I love her.
Woman hater.
No, literally.
Because that was I was loving her.
Yeah. So apparently there was some controversy when Catherine Tate was a companion that people didn't love her. Nowadays, I think like the nostalgic of it and like watching it back, people can really see the chemistry between David Tennant and Catherine Tate. But at the time, I guess people were like, no, she's too funny. Like she, because she was a comedian.
Yeah.
And I think people were just stuck on that, and they thought she was overacting. I'm like, no.
Because like you need that, especially after like Rose, and then especially after Martha. You just need that,
Yeah, and I don't think she was overacting. The emotional scenes with her.
No, I was like, I'm almost tearing up. Like this was really good.
Yeah. Well, here's my hot take. Comedians are some of the best dramatic actors. Look at Robin Williams. Look at Catherine Tate. There's so many.
Yeah.
And they're always so good because they understand human emotions so well.
No, this is probably going to be one of my favorite seasons. I can already.
It's my favorite season.
I love that.
Yep. Okay, getting into the first episode, Partners in Crime. It was written by Russell T Davies, directed by James Strong, and it premiered April 5th, 2008. Diana Noble finds herself regretting declining the Doctor's invitation to travel in the TARDIS 2 years ago, and investigates conspiracy theories in the hope that she will find him again. The Doctor and Donna, neither aware of the other's involvement, both investigate Adipose Industries, which is marketing a special diet pill. The pills use body fat to parthenogenically create small white aliens called adipose. The Doctor and Donna separately infiltrate Adipose Industries. As they explore the building, they encounter each other through opposite windows in an office. They are confronted by Miss Foster, an alien who is using Britain's population to create adipose babies. The Doctor creates a diversion and escapes, so Miss Foster accelerates her plans. Throughout London, the adipose begin to spawn and soon number several thousand. The Doctor and Donna prevent the plan from killing those who had taken the pill, and the remainder of the young adipose make their way to the Adipose Industries. The Adiposian First Family arrive in a spaceship and collect their young, but kill Miss Foster to cover their tracks. The Doctor refrains from killing the young adipose because they are children. Dawn accepts the offer to travel in the TARDIS.
First off, I love how... Have you seen Leverage?
No, but I've heard of it.
Have you seen Leverage?
No.
You guys are ridiculous. That's one of my favorite shows, going up. But like, it's very much the Scooby-Doo team, and they're like doing a little swipe the key card, and like, oh, I'm sorry, did you take a nine? And it's just like solving this mystery or whatever. But like, it was literally giving me like Leverage vibes, and then like where they couldn't see each other and they're like doing their own thing. I was just like, I'm eating this up. And I was waiting for them to see each other the entire time.
Yeah.
And then when they did, oh my God, I love this beginning part.
Yes.
Especially. Love
It
it.
definitely gave the Scooby-Doo vibes.
Yes.
For sure. I was definitely thinking that as well.
I'm obsessed.
I also think about, so that scene specifically where they're in the windows and they're like miming to each other.
Yeah.
So there's I guess you would call them a production duo on YouTube called The Hillywood Show. And you know, I've talked about them before. Yes, you have. I talked about them before. So they take songs and they do parodies of the songs within a fandom. So they've done Twilight, they did
yes.
Harry Potter, Supernatural, and they did one for Doctor Who for the Time Warp song. And they specifically do that scene in their parody, and it's so cute, and it just makes me think of that. So if you haven't watched it, watch it. It's so cute.
Okay, I love that.
And they like dress up as the characters, the hair, makeup, the costumes are all brilliant. They have amazing sets.
Yeah.
Like they have all the different
it's a
aliens.
production.
It truly is. It truly is. You have like people in Weeping Angel costumes. You have Daleks, like so many different aliens and stuff. And like they're so amazing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so watch it if you haven't. But yeah.
No, they were so funny. And then the evil lady.
Yep, Miss
Are
Foster.
you guys done? Am I interrupting? Oh, that's embarrassing. But I wasn't vibing with the actual alien story aspect of it. But the little fat babies,
They were so cute.
they were very cute.
See, okay, I like it though because it feels refreshing that these aliens aren't monsters killing humans.
It's like
They're babies.
little fat penguin babies. Just,
Yeah.
they were really cute though.
And like even Miss Foster, like look,
Yeah.
she was going about it the wrong way.
Nanny.
But she was helping Britain lose weight.
At the end of the day,
It's a win-win situation.
I know, like
if
this one
you will.
time where it was like the alien main thing, the human were like, actually, we both won.
Right? Like the only time she hurt someone, but it wasn't even her fault,
Was
when it was going.
her little date night or whatever.
Yeah, but you know, that was Donna.
But that was down a little, yeah.
Cause she was like, when she talked about it, Miss Foster was like, well, you know, in worst case scenario, yes, that can happen, but like, it makes their tummies upset. So she doesn't even want them to be made out of like the rest of like, she wants the
Just
fat.
the fat. I would love that. Go ahead.
Right?
Take that. Like a little baby.
Yeah. So to me, she was giving like Mary Poppins type vibes. You know what I mean?
Just that morally gray Mary Poppins.
Yes. Honestly, Mary Poppins is morally gray.
Hot take.
I don't know. I haven't seen it in so long. I've only seen it once. I was in the musical for it in high school.
Go ahead.
Shut the fuck up. Brady was in it too.
It was what?
Yeah. Who were you? Were you an
I don't
character?
know. Ensemble.
Yeah, I was ensemble for
Yeah.
it.
I think
so.
I played the bank manager.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
He's a bank manager.
Ooh.
Loser. I'm just kidding. So talented. I was a statue at one point, and I had to be painted all gray. It was actually kind of cool.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, so I didn't hate the aliens, but I can see.
I didn't hate it. It was just like, is it a little too silly, goofy? They're cute, but does it all just come a little too silly, goofy?
Yeah.
Wasn't sure.
What did you think of them, Brady?
I liked them. I felt like they were pretty surface level, but it was all just kind of like an excuse to meet Donna. And have Donna again, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Just like, okay, little fat babies and then humans.
Yeah.
They're human-like people.
Yeah.
So it's like, eh.
Right. I do think the heart of this story stems from Donna and the doctor coming back together. And I think the aliens are just like, well, we need something, but like...
Not too heavy on it. Yeah. No,
Because they wanted it to be like a fun thing.
Yeah.
You know? Because like, again, like you were saying, like if her whole plan went through and the doctor never stopped them, would anybody have noticed other than people just losing weight?
Right?
Yeah.
Because like, who did it really hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it went to plan,
Right.
you know?
And clearly she's evil. She was willing to kill 100,000 people. But
Sure. But
it's not as like serious as, you know, the Pompeii
Daleks.
episode.
Oh, yeah. Or
whatever,
the Pompeii
yeah.
episode. But even that, I'm really excited to talk about.
Ooh.
But,
Yeah.
so, And yeah, like the whole plan was always to have the babies go up into space to their mommies and daddies up there, and then she was gonna follow.
Yeah.
But it's interesting here. I know we're kind of skipping forward, but I do want to talk about it because she, knows that this is a level 4 planet or whatever it was, where you can't do that. And she's like, well, like, our planet is gone or whatever. And he's like, what the fuck? Like, what?
Yeah.
What'd you think of that?
But I was like, what is this just to like get their population up again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Wasn't too mad at it.
But then they killed her.
Because it low-key is against the law. So, you know.
They had the scapegoat.
What is it? Don't do the crime if you can't do the time.
Murder. Damn.
Yeah.
But they would have done that no matter what, right? You think? Even if the doctor didn't catch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, whoa. Thank you, but like, whoa, we can't have the law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't need you anymore.
Thank you, though.
I also liked seeing the doctor's compassion for them. Being like, they're babies. They didn't know.
And Dawn was like, wow.
Martha did change you.
Okay. Going back to towards the beginning of the episode. So, we have Donna. And we have her pulling a little Sarah Jane Smith,
Yes.
if you will.
Yes.
Going out on her own. So I like that. And then she goes home to her family. And her mom is there. Which I don't even think I mentioned in the Christmas episode. But brilliant casting. Again.
Yeah.
They look like
so
they could
alike.
be mother-daughter.
Absolutely.
And like, it totally makes sense, Donna being the way she is.
Yeah.
With her mom who's always nagging her.
Yep. Just negative. Yep.
So Donna.
Especially with like her insecurity in herself, especially what we saw in the Christmas episode. Oh, that makes exact sense.
Yeah. Doctor Who knows how to cast families. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But did you catch it? Who her grandfather?
I've seen him before.
Yes, you have seen him before. Where'd you see him?
Remember?
The Christmas episode we just watched, The Voyage of the Damned, the Titanic. They went down. They got
the concession guy.
The concession guy. He was like, "For Queenie country, if the Queen can sing it, so can I."
Is it actually?
That's
or
him.
Is that just?
No, that's him. That's Wilf. That's Wilfred.
And it's not just he was, cast as another character. That is the same character.
Yeah.
Well, actually.
It's not?
So originally, he was not that he was just going to be a random man.
Oh.
But what happened was the actor who played Donna's father in that Christmas episode, they were filming his scenes for this episode, and unfortunately he passed away. So before they could finish his scenes. And so out of respect, they decided to scrap his scenes and just retire his character and give that to him, to this new character, the grandfather who they named Wilfred. And so they brought him back for that.
So the concession guy is the same character.
But it is, yes. In the lore, it is.
Okay.
Because I think he even mentions, he's like, that's him. That's the guy.
Yeah.
Oh. I was like, I've seen you.
Yeah.
But like
where?
Is it just another they recap? You know how they use casting? I was like, did you use casting or?
Which we'll have to talk about again for the next episode. But anyway, yes. So I love Wilfred.
No, I love that.
I love him. I love him so much.
That's her dad?
That's her grandfather.
Okay, I couldn't tell. I was like, I'm thinking grandfather, but
yeah, granddad. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Mm.
And I love his character.
I love their relationship.
It's so sweet. Yeah. She's like, if you see that blue box, you just yell for me. And then when he sees, and then he's like, that's my girl, she did it! And I'm like, stop.
I love their relationship so much. We better see him again. No, I love that.
Do you love Wilfred?
Of course.
Do you remember more about Wilfred?
No.
If he dies.
Put that down. Manifesting no death. I know that we're going like way forward here, but do you have any predictions on how Donna's gonna leave?
I know she's leaving. Not that like I know, but I know she's leaving. This is just gonna be a one season for her.
Okay.
Because she came out of the gate. I'm ready to fucking go with you. I've been waiting for you. I've been, doing all these things. Love her growth, by the way.
Already her confidence.
Yes. And
Yes.
like she's going out and like before she was so detached from reality and what's going on.
Yeah, like, oh,
and
I forgot about all that
I
stuff
was,
that happened.
on a cruise and doing this and that, but then seeing her now, like, I'm investigating, I'm doing my own thing. So love that. Anyways, so she was so like, I've been waiting for you, I've been searching for you. I'm like, ooh, if that's where she starts, how's it going to end?
How is it gonna end? Do you have any guesses? Do you think she's gonna die? Are you waiting? Do you think that this will finally be your companion death that you're looking for?
If it is, you know what happens. I'm hoping she, like, I mean, I don't want her to get betrayed. I don't want her to get hurt. But, like, she didn't be like, I'm fucking done with you. Like, very opposite.
So like a Martha almost, but like more intense?
Because Martha was like, you know what?
Do me.
I needed to do this for me. But Donna, she was so excited to be here. Now she'd be like, I want to get the fuck out of here.
God, don't do that to me, Bree.
I don't want to.
Don't manifest that.
Hey, but it's not her death. And it better not be.
You'll never know from me. Brady said he doesn't remember asking.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. That you don't remember.
Donna.
I emptied my brain for this rewatch.
And I love that.
I hate emptying brains, okay?
When are we going to get to the end?
Right now. So I love that you brought up her confidence.
Yes.
Because yes, her growth already. Yeah. I love.
Which
Again.
I just want to talk about
Yeah,
her
please.
confidence. I love how we start off with her being just as strong as the doctor. Mm-hmm. Getting all of the same, like
Snaps.
picking up the same things, doing all of the same exact things the doctor is doing. Yep. And then at the very end when the doctor's like, I can't do it. I need another device. And then Donna's just...
Yeah, she's like, what do you need? Like, ask me, what do you need?
Like,
can I help?
He always pushes her to the side. Like,
Yeah.
you literally can't help me.
How dare he think so little of her?
Okay, look, we've been called out a little bit for being too mean to Martha. Just a little bit. But if Martha was in that situation, she would be like, I don't know what to do. So he's
too
used
mean
to
to
it.
Martha.
She wouldn't have been there.
She wouldn't have known what to do. She wouldn't have had that.
Any
She would've
situation,
been-
she waits for the doctor to figure it out.
Exactly. Look, love her, but also, girl needs to go through some stuff and figure herself out.
Yeah.
She's still growing. She's still young.
Yeah.
And that's no beef on her.
Because she's very much like, I'm a doctor, and go through paperwork. I know, like, steps. Here, it's like, you gotta, on top of your toes. And she's like, But
anyway, Donna.
I digress.
Any other?
No, that's kind of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just love how I feel like the doctor finally has an equal.
Yes. I absolutely 100% agree here. One, we have a woman, who is not 18, 19, not even in her early 20s. We have a grown-ass woman here who has stood on her own 2 feet for a minute, okay?
Yeah.
And she's not a lovesick puppy for the doctor. Look, we talk about Martha loving him and being lovesick.
Yeah.
But so was Rose.
Yes.
Love her for it more than Martha.
Because at least she had her own.
She had her own.
Anyways.
But Donna, no.
She's like,
She's here for a good time. She's here for the growth.
Yes.
She's here
I
to
saw the
help.
adventure.
Yes. I love that. And we needed that after Rose and then Martha. The same sort of age range character. Yes, we needed someone who was a little bit older and more mature who could say, Doctor, let me put you in your place right now.
Yep.
And she does. And she's not afraid to say it. She's outspoken. And he needs that. We need that.
Because we've seen that. Love Rose. Martha, we respect you. But we've seen that where he's like, shut up.
Like, let me just do it.
And she's like, fuck, all right. Donna, shut up.
Oh, what the
I love her.
Yeah.
But I love in this first episode, we really see the doctor like, okay, Donna, all right, come on. You can't really help me, but all right. Like, kind of like I'm not really seeing your worth because I remember last time you just whatever.
Yeah, just chit-chatting.
And then he's like, oh, you actually can help me a little bit. But then obviously next episode we see him like, damn, you really are. Like, you really can be on my level.
Yeah.
But anyways, here, he's like, kind of waving her off a little bit.
Yeah, but I feel like even by the end, though, he's like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I
no, he's
see.
warming up to it.
Yeah.
But then in the second episode is when it like solidifies.
Yes, absolutely.
I think these 2 episodes are the strongest introduction to a companion ever.
I mean, I will say I love the first episode of Rose. Like,
No, that one was very cute.
like because it's like it's her show here in that first season. I mean, if you didn't watch our first episode on it,
Yeah.
like we talk about how incredible of an introduction to Rose that was.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm like in
But
between
like
the
this
two
one,
for
that one's
my
for like
opinion.
introduction of the companion, while this one's like introduction of the doctor and the companion, like becoming a duo, you know?
And I think it helps that because we did see Donna.
Yeah.
So we know her already.
Yeah.
And now it's like just reintroducing and then getting to know now them as a duo. I agree. Yeah.
I love it.
I love it.
Also, the ending. I just want a mate.
Why you're not mating with me? No, I just want a mate. Well, good because
Ew. He's like, oh, all right, let's go.
But yeah, I mean, but how crazy was it that her car, and she's packed. It's her mom's car, by the way.
Yeah.
Her mom's car is just always packed with stuff.
I love her.
Her mom's probably like, what the fuck?
I got a hat box for that lighting up my hats. All that stuff. I love her.
But even he is like, whoa, that's weird.
Yeah.
That like, one, we're investigating the same thing.
Yeah.
And now your car is right by my TARDIS.
You're already packed and ready to go.
Yeah. Like, that's weird. Do you have any thoughts on that?
No, I
Do you think
don't.
it truly was coincidence? Or do you think that there's something more?
I have absolutely no idea.
I love that.
Why?
Because even the doctor's questioning it. So I'm just doing what the doctor's questioning. I'm just also reiterating.
Is this the work of somebody we're about to see?
I don't know, because who else did we see?
We're not there yet.
We're not there yet? You have more to say?
I don't know. Just like
I know. It's like there's so much to talk about, but also like it was a pretty cut and dry like episode of okay, it's the Dr. Donna.
yeah.
The Dr. Donna.
Okay, we can get to it now.
But okay. So when this was previewed, they had cut the end scene so that people did not know. Because who did we see, Bree? Who did we see?
We saw Rose.
Brady just
Sure did.
how did that feel watching that for the first time? Because I was trying to remember
So
how it felt.
she talked to her mom on the phone.
Yep.
Mom, I'm about to skedaddle. Putting your keys right here. Da da da. What do you mean? Da da da. And then she comes, right? I see the hair. I'm like, okay, Rose.
But then
Rose. But like my first thought was like, are they trying to be like, that's gonna person that's gonna look like Rose to be like a, you know, we're trading. I don't know, doing something about.
she was there.
Rose was there,
But then like
but then she walks away and she like disappears.
disappears. So what does that mean?
And then why does she look like that?
What do you mean?
But like a you know,
she was
she's like
growing a little
she's
bit.
like
Oh, just like kind of like
very solemn, serious, very
Yes.
like.
why? Why is
Then-
she like that?
Cause she's right there, the doctor. Why isn't she? Why is it very?
Is it really her? I
Because
mean,
like what's Donna here? Da da da. Boom. She's like in her own thing.
Do you guys think it's the parallel worlds like mixing together or something?
yeah, what do you think?
Because I'm thinking, boom, she's been on that parallel world, whatever.
Right.
We don't know, but we know she got involved with, what's that?
Torchwood.
Torchwood. We know she got involved with Torchwood because, like, come on now. That was her life. What's the closest thing to the doctor? Boom, Torchwood. She's working in there. Obviously, I knew I can never see you again. It's going to be patched up and that's it. That's it. How many times have we seen? How many times have we seen? It could never happen. They're gone. I'm the last one. No, it's not. It's not. Because somehow, so she's with Torchwood. They figured out something so she can transport to somewhere for a short time. She's trying to find the doctor.
Why?
because shit's going down in this parallel world, or something big's happening, and she's like the only person that like we need to find the doctor because we don't know. I don't know.
But like he can't get to the parallel world, so like
I know. But then like look, she's testing out whatever she has because she can't be there long, so she has to like keep doing these mini jumps to prepare for the big one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say right now though, you know the whole trend on like, hunting the narrative?
What?
You've never heard of that? So it's like this character haunts the narrative.
Haunts?
Yeah. So like
That sounds familiar, but I don't know.
Yeah, like a very popular one is 13 Reasons Why. How even though that character is like dead, like that's a very literal one.
Yeah.
But, like she haunts the narrative because she literally is influencing every single character.
Yeah.
Like Rose, she truly haunts the narrative.
Yes.
Because like the doctor always, Rose would have done this, Rose.
Yeah.
Even us watching like Martha season,
I know.
we're like, oh my God.
Rose, compared to Rose, yeah.
Yeah, we're like, oh, that reminds us of Rose. Or like, and even the other people. I mean, next episode, like, it's just like, Rose. Like, what? Like, she is truly the definition of haunting the narrative.
Yeah.
And how far into the seasons will she keep haunting it?
I know.
How far do you think it?
Well, how far?
Oh my God. It is the best haunting of the narrative ever. I cannot wait until we get to the episode I'm thinking about.
What season?
It's so far. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Finally! This is the first one. He said, yes, I remember, because it's that far.
And
it is a really good episode.
It is the best.
This season or?
No.
So far in the future.
So far. So don't.
A few doctors away.
Don't think that we're saying goodbye
to Miss Rose Tyler. Interesting. Damn, Rose.
Haunting the narrative. That's what I'm saying. That was the love of the doctor's life.
Yeah.
That was his love.
Like to be able to continuously throughout the season still impact the doctor.
Yeah.
Obviously, she's important.
Exactly. Now, I don't think that's the only love of his life. But I think
Can there be more than one love of your life?
It's like different love. But this one's like...
Is this the only romantic love of his life?
No.
Do you agree with that, though?
Yes. I do agree with that. And I can ship every single one of them.
Brady.
There's only one other one.
That's
that I like.
These are his top 2 love of his lives.
Yeah.
Romantically.
And it is them. It is them too. His wife.
Girl.
Do you mean it or not?
Gotta figure it out.
I don't know. But
anyways, I'm very excited.
So, anything else we want to talk about this?
Yes.
Oh,
I want to say near the end, I love how she leaves him with her baggage. For him to be like, oh, I guess I'll start carrying this in. And how when he asks Donna, where do you want to go? Her first thing isn't, where do I want to go? It's, she thinks of her granddad.
Yeah.
It's like 2.5 miles that way.
Yeah.
And how they wave to him. Like, I love how, like, she comes off as such like a self-centered, selfish person because she's like, I'm doing this for me. I want to go on this trip or whatever. But she's so giving. She cares about everybody. I love Donna so much.
No, she's definitely going to be my favorite companion.
She's my favorite companion.
Yeah.
Is she yours? I don't know if you...
Yeah, she is.
As of right now, at least, from his memory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we can see from the other, like, we see even the next episode, like when they first have the companion, like their first trip somewhere, you know, they're excited, asking questions about it, But for Rose and then Martha, both of them are like, you know, where should we go? Let's go to the first, the past,
Yeah.
But Donna, she's just like, I just want to go, like, show my granddad.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, this is my gal.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'm mad that we only see one season of her.
Unless we don't.
But it is. I just feel it. I just know.
Well, we'll find out. I mean, here's the thing with Doctor Who is you never know when things are going to come back. Do things really end?
I sure don't.
They really don't.
I sure don't.
Not when you can travel in time.
Exactly. But I do want to bring up that how I feel about the first season of Doctor Who. I feel like it's Rose's story, 100%. Second first and second season, her seasons. While Martha's season, I feel like we got away from that. It wasn't the companion's story anymore. It was the Doctor. It was the Doctor going through his loss of Rose.
Through Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now this season with Donna, I feel like we're getting back to, okay, it's the companion's story. Like, the companion is driving this show now.
Yeah.
Like, but I do think it's a little bit more equal. So it's both the Donna and Doctor, or Donna and the Doctor. But and I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's nice to get back into, like, it's not just the Doctor and, like,
I know.
his companion. It's the Doctor and Donna.
Yeah.
And I love that about their relationship.
Yeah. So what would we rate this episode?
What would we rate it? Out of 10? Dang, you guys thinking hard on it.
Because it's like...
It's like the overall, like the core story of it.
Yeah.
The aliens and things like that. I kind of couldn't really care about.
Yeah.
Right.
But there's so many moments in it that are so fucking good.
Yeah.
You know? So like I would say it's a 7. It loses 3 points because I feel like it was all an excuse to have all of these great scenes, you know?
Yeah.
But 7 for Donna.
I'm literally on the same page. I was thinking like a 6.75.
Okay.
Because I know it's going to get better.
Yep.
And by episode 2, it already did.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, yeah, if you look at the whole episode, love Donna and the Doctor, but then the whole like plot part of it, but then the end, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking like 7.5.
Ooh.
I like it a lot.
It's so good.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the adipose are cute.
I was like, I'm not a fan of you, but you're really cute.
Yeah.
So.
And it was very simple CGI as well.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
Like, it was cute.
Mm-hmm.
It was cute.
Oh, how do you guys feel about seeing another Sonic device?
Yeah.
The Sonic pen?
Mm-hmm.
She can only,
Whatever.
she has a Sonic pen, but that's so rare.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
I think that it's hilarious that he hasn't come across anyone, at least in this new rendition, that has a Sonic.
Yeah.
Like, even the Master didn't have a Sonic.
Yeah.
So,
But there's nanny lady.
Yeah, there's random ass bitch.
What?
So I think that's hilarious.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say right now, we never come across it again.
Yeah.
We never do.
Okay.
I like how he gets it and then just tosses it in the
Yeah.
trash.
Yeah. He said, well, bye. I'm
can
the
only
only
be
one. Well, unless you count, but it's technically so. But no, I'm just kidding. No, am I? I don't know. What am I even talking about? Okay. Episode 2, The Fires of Pompeii. Directed by Colin Teague, written by James Moran. It premiered April 12th, 2008. The Doctor and Donna arrive in Pompeii one day before the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79. They discover that the TARDIS was sold to sculptor, how do you say his name? Lobis Caecilius, and they search for it. At Caecilius' house, the Doctor and Donna meet the local augur, Lucius Petrus Dextrus, which has a fucking amazing name, who has arrived to collect what resembles an oversized circuit board Caecilius has sculpted. The Doctor breaks into Lucius's house with Caecilius' son Quintus and finds numerous circuit boards made by multiple sculptors without the others knowing. The Doctor deduces that the circuits will form an energy converter. The Doctor discovers that the Sibylline Sisterhood soothsayers are being slowly turned into stone creatures called pyroviles. He escapes with Donna into the heart of Mount Vesuvius and is faced with the choice of either erupting the volcano and killing Pompeii's inhabitants or letting the pyroviles use the converter to turn all of humanity into pyroviles. The Doctor and Donna trigger the eruption and run for the TARDIS, leaving Caecilius and his family, but Donna begs the Doctor to go back and save them. the doctor relents and saves Cecilius and his family, leaving them on a hill overlooking Pompeii. Amazing, amazing episode.
Mm-hmm.
Which is hilarious because, again, people didn't necessarily love it.
I didn't like, but I was just like, the first half until I realized, till they said like, oh, it's Pompeii. Then I was like, oh, now we're getting somewhere. But at first I was like, oh, I think
Rome, okay.
Rome, cool, you know.
But, like, it's Rome.
I mean, it's cool. I was just like, I don't really care. Pompeii, the day before. She's about to go down.
Yeah.
And I love immediately when she finds out, Donna's like, we gotta warn people.
Yeah.
We gotta save them. And then, he's like, we can't, da-da-da. So you're gonna let them all die? Oh, I'm gonna say something about it. Oh, I love her. I love her.
Yeah. Truly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, fun fact for this. So, they really did go to Rome to film part of this. And it was a total nightmare. The film production car that had all the equipment got, like, held up at the border. And there were fires that had happened that delayed filming. And there was so much shit. And they only had 24 hours to film part. So, all the street and the... like with all the smoke and stuff, like at the end, they used cork, which I thought was interesting for like the black ash.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I don't know if you've heard of that, like being used for that, but I thought that was interesting.
Wow.
But yeah, so they had very limited time in the streets to film. But
what I didn't get though was like, if I say, a Latin phrase, what does it sound like? I don't know. And then they kept saying, we sound
Celtic
or
or Welsh.
Yes, yeah. That. I was like, I don't get it.
Look, there are quite a few references in here that I also didn't get until like I was looking it up and I was like, oh, that's a reference to something.
Yeah.
So like the doctor saying I'm Spartacus and Donna saying me too. I don't know, Brady, if you did you recognize that reference?
Spartacus?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've heard Spartacus.
Right, me too.
Yeah,
but,
it's a gladiator name, isn't it?
Right. So there's a film called Spartacus, and I guess that there's a scene where all the slaves shield Spartacus by each shouting, I'm Spartacus. I am too. Oh. And so that was a reference to that, I guess. And there was references to the when they did talk to that stall holder and saying the Vene Vitae Vici. They didn't say anything about that in particular, but they said that, like, he says, oh, got 15 sisters for it, lovely jubbly, which is referencing the London market trade term popularized by Del Boy's catchphrases in the sitcom Only Fools and Horses.
Right over my head.
And then there's another line the doctor says, you must excuse my friend, she's from Barcelona, which is a frequent apologetic catchphrase of Basil Fawlty from the sitcom Fawlty's Towers.
Oh.
The Brits know. Look,
it's like, I would hear all these little things and I'm like, I can tell it's a reference to something, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, we're Americans.
We're American.
We're dumb. And also, we're not in the same time era.
Sure.
This was 2008.
For sure.
So, things aren't the same being popular. So, yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if that was a reference. If you guys know, let us know for the Vene Vitae Vici and the Celtic thing. But
anyways.
But I also wanted to bring up. So a minor spoiler, I guess. I asked Brady and I was like, I don't think it's a spoiler. But talking about reoccurring characters or reoccurring actors, we do have 2 in this episode that are extremely important.
Huge
the daughter?
Characters.
So, no.
Oh, I know that actress, though.
Oh, really?
Usually, I forgot what she's in, but she's blonde and she's, like, older. I cannot think, but I see her, like, blonde and older, yeah.
Okay.
Do you know which 2 characters are...
That's what I'm guessing. So...
Yeah. I'll give you a hint. One of them plays the doctor. One of them plays a companion.
Oh, the people we see again.
Yeah, the actors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it play a doctor?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I'm seeing his face.
Yes, you know it.
But I don't know if I'm just...
No, you're there.
The older... I don't know his name.
What did he play? Who did he play? No, I don't think you got it. She doesn't got it.
Wait. The dad?
Yes!
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember, like, the face of the guy.
Yes.
So I see him there, but I'm like, wait, which character was that face in?
Yes, Peter Capaldi.
Oh, yeah.
And the way when he becomes the doctor, they do reference him being in this, like, he's like, I know this face. It is one of the most brilliant connections they could have ever made in Doctor Who, because they flash back, and I know I'm going forward, so a little bit of spoilers here. But when he's like going through this like crisis.
Yeah.
And he's like, why this face? Why I know this face.
Yeah.
And then he sees himself as David Tennant with the hand, like that scene, the hand, come with me. And then grasp his hands, and then that's when he saved him.
Yeah.
And it's a reminder to himself that he can save people and that he needs to help, and that if he can do one thing, he can save one person.
I knew we were going to not see him again, but I was like, I know you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know why, but like, I know you. I know the actor, but like, that's okay. Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So I'm so excited. This is the doctor that I think you'll love. You'll hate him at first, but then you'll love him. Just like Brady.
Yeah, I really like Peter Capaldi.
Your favorite doctor?
No.
Oh.
Who's your favorite? David?
Yeah.
Everybody's favorite is David.
Or
Matt Smith.
Matt Smith is a very close second.
He's a very close second.
We'll see.
Peter Capaldi is my third favorite.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
He's very good.
Okay.
Yeah, he grows on you. At first, I don't think they knew what to do with him.
Mm-hmm. Wait, Capaldi?
With Capaldi. Okay. But then they get it.
They got in their groove.
And then you love him. Yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
And then the other...
Hold on.
I don't think you'd be able to
No,
recognize them. Because they have a face paint on.
One of the girls. I was thinking one of the girls.
Yeah.
Okay, I can only see the doctor.
They're also in Marvel.
They are.
Marvel.
Yep.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
She's bald. And she did shave her head for that. Fun fact.
I know. I'm trying to picture her in the show. Or in the episode.
Karen Gillian.
Which one was she?
She was the first Sibylline sister to see the doctor. She has red hair and the white face paint with the other stuff.
Oh.
And she's the one that runs in and she says, Sibylline sisters, like, I request whatever. And then she like dies at the end. Like she's in the arms of the lady.
I just saw this episode and I'm...
Oh, okay.
Maybe I was thinking the whole time...
She was kind of a small character.
Because like, she had face paint, but I think I was just thinking like, oh, that's the sister. Or that's the daughter or whatever. Her and her like makeup thingy. I don't know. Okay, never mind. Oh!
Yeah, she's going to play a companion.
Oh, I love her.
I love her too.
Cute.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Karen Gillian.
Oh, what's her companion name?
Amy.
Is it actually?
Amy Pond.
Okay.
I love Amy Pond.
Do you?
I genuinely love her. Some people don't, but then they do. But like they're like, I'm like, okay. But no, in the end, I love her. I love that bitch. I love her.
But I love that actress. So cute.
Yeah, she's incredible.
Yeah. Wow. Big episode.
Yeah. Right? So, getting into the episode itself. So, I know that we talked about the beginning. Yeah, I can see it started off a little rough. But like, you know.
Like, we're going to have some sort of Rome type episode. Cool.
Yeah. And then his TARDIS gets sold. The fuck, bro?
How did you sell something that's not yours?
Oh, it's on my plot. That's my money. So then he goes to the house. Now, what did you think of the family? Did you like kind of seeing them? Because I guess this one critic, he hated it. He was like, made them silly, made them goofy.
Family?
Yeah. And I was like, I liked seeing like, okay, we're focusing in on this family, getting their character, personality. We're growing attached to them.
Yeah.
So that later we understand why the doctor saved them.
Yeah. I didn't mind them at all. I liked them.
Yeah, I like them too.
If I'm watching Doctor Who, I'm not going to be upset at silly and goofy.
Literally.
What was he expecting?
Literally.
I don't know.
Because they weren't even giving them, like, the doctor's more silly goofy than the family. And
Yeah.
I didn't get any...
I don't know.
They didn't seem silly goofy to me. It seemed like a
family.
very interesting family.
Yeah.
Look, people were not loving Catherine Tate. There was as much... I guess there was controversy when Daniel Craig became James Bond. The same amount of controversy that he had, Catherine had for joining Doctor Who.
Crazy. 'Cause Daniel Craig, great.
Yeah,
James
well, I
Bond.
mean, once you see him, you're like, yeah, amazing. But people did not like Donna. I'm not saying everybody, but like from what I'm reading,
A big majority.
yeah, they did not want her to be a companion.
Is it because she was older?
Maybe.
I think it's people had this, preconceived concept of what a companion should be, and they're so used to having it be these kind of like inexperienced people who haven't like
Lived life
yet, and they're experiencing all these crazy things, and the doctor's guiding them.
Yeah.
But so like and yeah, Donna is totally different than anything we've seen before. And that's what I love. Yeah.
Yeah. Not talking about classic Who.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Well, I mean, people also had to, put their big boy pants on when you had David Tennant, because David Tennant at the time, I believe, was the youngest Doctor.
Yeah.
And then we got even younger with Matt Smith.
He's younger?
Mm-hmm, he was younger. And so, I mean, because before it was all older men, older white men.
Yeah.
Which, when we got Jodie Whittaker, woman.
No, I remember that was an uproar.
And
I didn't even watch the show and I seen it.
Yeah, and then coming back with Nshooty.
Yeah.
Right after, a gay black man.
Yeah.
I mean, so,
I will say, Nshooty's so good.
Oh my God, yeah.
Really?
Oh,
he's so good.
Okay, this new season,
It's amazing.
I love him.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I love it. I was just worried. I'm like, don't be mean to him.
No,
It's
yeah.
good.
Well, I think it's his last season.
New
now.
episode came out yesterday.
We gotta watch it.
Yeah.
But okay. Oh, I was gonna say something. Shit. When you like have something in your brain.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what I was gonna say.
Talking about the family, people hating them.
No.
Silly Goofy.
I don't know. But there was a little reference to an earlier Doctor Who episode where when they see the volcano, like the first time they're figuring out it's Pompeii, and the Doctor goes, "It's Volcano Day." Did you get that reference? No.
I don't think so.
So in the first season of Doctor Who with 9, when they meet Captain Jack Harkness for the first time, they say like, well, you gotta set your timer so you don't go, on Volcano Day to Pompeii.
Aww.
And, and then the Doctor says to Jack, like, well, it's Volcano Day. So it's just a fun little
tidbit.
callback. Yeah.
Okay, cute.
They do that sometimes. Like, add little spices in. So we see the family and the drunk son and the girl with the vapors and sick. And here's my favorite part of this episode. So when Donna and the Doctor go to their house and they're like chit-chatting and also I love the little bit where they're like, I'm Spartacus. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. No! Oh, brother and sister. Okay, I see it.
You guys look like.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that. Again, just solidifying their chemistry so much. But the scene where the augur comes and he's just spouting off little phrases here and there. But then when the girl steps in, she's like, you lie behind, you're not even really, you're just saying your name like a doctor. And like, how'd you know? And the augur starts stepping in and blah, blah, blah. That is one of my favorite scenes.
No, that was like, oh, so your shit's real.
And then like, your home lies in the constellation of Medusa. Like, they would not know this shit. Spitting out all this like, yes, and you're so noble. You call yourself, like.
Yeah.
Donna Noble.
And then like, she's returning.
Who's returning? And then what was about the guy? And there's something on your back. And she's like, what?
No, because I was literally like, I think I paused. I was like, she's returning, obviously, Miss Rose. There's something in your back.
What the fuck do you think that is?
I don't know.
What the fuck do you think that is?
Oh, bro, I'm scared. Because what do you mean there's something on your back?
What do you mean?
So I'm like, this better not reference her death or something bad at the end. Because I was like, what do you mean?
What do you have any guesses? Because it's important, obviously.
Yeah. There's something on your back.
There's something on your back.
There's something on your back.
You know what this is giving a little bit? When Rose met Gwyneth, and she was like,
yeah.
Oh, I see, and the big bad wolf.
Yes.
It's giving that.
Yes.
Which I love. I love a little prophecy.
I really have no clue. Because, like, is there going to be thing on her back.
Like literally?
Literally? But I'm like, how do you say that figuratively? There's something on your back.
I don't know.
I'm just scared.
Like, you gotta
I'm
watch your
scared
back.
because like the first the first thing I'm seeing a scene where she's like, we're good, we're out of it, and then it's like, I don't.
Do you remember that? What that is referencing, Brady?
Yes, and it gave me nightmares.
Really? Did it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it would.
Yep.
It would.
Yep.
Ew, what's on her back?
If you know what Brady's most scared of,
Yeah.
it's a spoiler if you know that.
So if you know what he's scared of.
If you know what Brady's scared of.
Spoiler.
Do you know what Brady's most scared of? Okay.
My favorite thing is
Good.
spiders. That's because I'm reading Harry Potter.
Oh, no, not spiders. Not necessarily.
I mean, I do hate spiders.
Yeah, you do. I mean, yeah. But anyway.
Also, I like how he came to the family and got in by saying that he was a marble inspector.
Right. Yeah. No, and he's not even that slick with it.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, visitor. Yes, I'm a visitor. And what do you do? Oh, I'm marble. I work with marble. Perfect, because I'm a marble inspector. He's slick with it.
And wasn't there another thing where he's like, marble inspector and health and safety or something like.
I think in the wasn't it the last episode or some? Wasn't the last episode? It was like
yes.
film inspector, health and safety.
Yes.
Yeah, health and safety inspector, film department.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. So
I
it's so funny that it's always like, I'm an inspector. That's so universal. Doesn't matter what time you're in.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
I love it.
And I love when he uses his little gadgets.
Yes.
So I love him being able to use the paper, and his Sonic. I love that.
Yeah.
So I feel like we get away from that a little bit in future, which is really, because it's like these are the items that make the doctor the doctor.
Who? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and even in the last episode, like his little gadget of like following
Yes.
the thing.
Yeah.
Like never explained or anything, but it's just, I love those little gadgets.
Yes.
Because it's like, he's an alien. He
Yeah.
can have technology.
Yeah.
Yeah, use it, bro.
Love it.
So, yeah. And then we see this, like, motherboard chip,
Yeah.
which, interesting. I love that's also green. They're like, we have to make it look
Like an actual.
like, so that the audience knows.
Yeah.
And then he the doctor, like, gets the son to come with him by, like, giving him money.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, okay,
Yeah,
let's go. Don't tell my dad. I love
Yeah.
Quintus.
Yeah.
I love this little family. I like them.
I did too.
I thought it was fun. I was like,
It felt
give
like
me
a regular
more.
family too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the way that they were interacting with each other.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, now you've upset the gods.
Yeah.
Go say sorry.
You're like,
Sorry, I was so sorry. Like, it was just like, so
Yeah.
there's a son, and like, that's a daughter.
I love it.
Yep.
And I loved seeing a family in that culture, you know,
Yeah,
and
that's
like
cool.
have like be able to relate, be like, oh, it's a family,
Yeah.
you know,
Like,
like it
they weren't
doesn't
trying to
feel
make 'em-
so foreign or
Yes.
alien, you
Yeah.
know.
Yes, 100% agree. They weren't trying to make them stuffy or like, it was like you had the goofy dad and the
Yeah.
mom who was just like, oh, okay, wow.
Yeah.
Like, it was just very universal, and I love that.
Yeah. No same.
Mm-hmm. And so, we're also seeing, like, down in in the fumes, like this rock monster.
I kind of loved it.
Did you like it?
It reminded me of like a video game or like
It
the
did.
way that it was CGI or whatever. I was just like, oh, I like that.
Right?
Yeah.
What did you think of the CGI and the design of that alien?
Good. I kind of liked that it was a little, you know, like it had that helmet or whatever. Seemed very period specific. But yeah, I really liked it. It's super unique. I mean, obviously it was a little not real, but
Yeah.
it was good. Yeah.
Yeah. That's okay, though. I like the not real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminded me of like a
It's fun.
Decepticon.
Yeah. I
Or
see that.
Transformers.
I've seen the first one with Shia LaBeouf. And who was it? Megan Fox?
Megan Fox, yeah.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Those are the only one I've seen.
Okay. Well, reminded me of Decepticon,
Okay.
and I liked it.
What did you think of the soothsayers, the Sibylline sisterhood, and like?
I just kept thinking of Percy Jackson. And I was like, I know all this.
Vulcan being the Roman name for the god Hephaestus in Greek mythology. Yeah, I thought that was fun.
Like the sibling, and then the bug, and then the fume. I was like, I know this shit.
But then I love the conversation between Donna and the daughter, where she was like, right, like, oh, well, like, you know, you got with your mates and like all this, and she's like, well, no, like, you know, this sibling, sisterhood, whatever. And like Donna, again, it's just like trying to connect. And like, she's like goofing off, like, oh, like, what do you think? Like, you know, like Venus or whatever. Like, oh, that's sacrilege. You know, like, it was just very sweet. See, again, it takes me back to Rose and how she so easily can relate with people and empathize with people and kind of just, she's a very friendly person. Yeah. And like, I feel like we just didn't get enough of that with Martha. Right. For her to relate with people. We didn't get scenes like that allowed that.
Empathy and the connection.
Yeah. So,
no, I love that.
I think that's what we were missing with her. But yeah, I loved Donna just trying to connect and then again, try to warn her. Like, did you see something like happening tomorrow? Like, well, I see prophecy. And then the girl going, and then the other sibling being able to hear what she's saying, which is also interesting. You think
it's also interesting how the doctor can see if something is a fixed point or not.
I know.
Because like he explains a little more in this episode how he sees possibilities. He sees if things are fixed or not. He can see how things can go wrong. I'm so curious how he actually perceives the world.
I know.
Yeah. It takes me back again to the very first episode where he does that whole little monologue to Rose where he's like, I can feel the earth spinning beneath your feet. Like I can see everything. And it took me back to that monologue with that. Yeah. And Brady and I talked about it. I feel like they get away from that essence of the Doctor in future seasons. And especially like these newer ones. They just we need to come back to that. Yeah. Because that's the core of Doctor Who is that the Doctor can see.
Yeah. He is a Time Lord.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
He's not just any alien. He's a Time Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I think David Tennant does so well, is that he embodies that so well. I love that man. How many times can I say it?
No, but I'm just like, I feel like it gives like that, like he's not just a regular person. Yes. Like, yes, he's an alien, he's 100 years old, like, you know, hundreds of years, whatever, but like, he's really a whole, like, Time Lord. Like, there's a whole, I wish I could see that.
Yeah.
Like, what does he experience?
Exactly. He fundamentally has a different reality than you.
Yeah. Ugh. So interesting, right? Yeah. I'm sure there are people who have written stuff about this.
Yeah.
But amazing.
So good.
I would love to see like plot points of him like his perceptions being off or something. Like a storyline where like what he sees becomes a plot point.
Or like something's off with it. But like we see it how he's seeing it. So it's like, you know?
Something, yeah. I would love that to be explored more. I don't know.
I'm trying to... There's one episode I'm thinking of. It's not quite what you're saying, but like what he's seeing isn't actually what's happening.
I don't know.
So but is it like an outside thing that's like...
I mean, yeah.
Like an alien.
Yeah,
you know?
it is.
Yeah.
But that's the closest really I can like think of. Yeah. That's like that.
Yeah.
But
like, it would be cool to like have his like perceptions be altered or something like mentally with him.
Well, you had him being turned into a human with the...
Yeah, but like the Doctor himself didn't experience, you know, like didn't know, like was him in that moment.
Right. Like, cause
it'd be nice to see him. It's like, why am I seeing everything? Like I can't see the different thing. Like, you know?
Well, there is, he can't see. I'm trying to think of like, I don't think there's anything that like is exactly what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, but it'd be really cool.
It would be. I'm trying to.
You're trying.
But Donna gets taken by the sibling sisters while the rock monster comes to attack. Yeah. Which, if I was someone, the gods are angry at us. Like,
right.
They're just like, okay, accepting that this rock creature is in
that god? Okay.
And then one thing of water Kills it.
Immediately done. Yeah.
Amazing.
I love how he has a little water gun.
I love it when he goes to save Donna again.
Yeah.
Donna just on the. Yeah, I'm gonna regret this.
When I get I love her. So I can already tell, like, if this was Rose or Martha, they'd be like, please, you know, we can do, like, I can help you, can save you, Donna. I'm gonna rip you to shreds. I love her. I love her so much.
And then what? They say something about like, oh, like, well, you won't be able to talk much longer or something. The doctor's like, well, I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be the day?
Yes.
I love that. And I love that he can already joke with her.
Yes.
Like, it does feel like they've known each other for ages already.
Absolutely.
It's so good.
I love it.
And it's just like, wow, it took you long enough. Like, come on.
Like, not even scared. Just like, oh my, you. Like, oh.
Perfect companion.
I love her.
I love her. Yeah, and then the doctor with a fucking water pistol, like, okay, I want to talk to, you know. And then she's a fucking rock.
Yeah,
What'd
no,
you
I've
think
seen
of
that
that?
coming.
Yeah.
I've seen that coming.
It was cool makeup, but I wish they I don't know. I feel like her face moved too naturally, you know?
Yeah.
Like I wish they like made it more rigid. So it felt more like rock when she moved.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
But I do think that the makeup design of it was very
it looked so good.
interesting because what it reminds me of is the pictures of Pompeii and the uncovered people who literally were turned to stone.
Yeah.
Like, that's just stone casts of these people who, you know, were killed by the volcano. So I thought that was a very...
And even the doctor said they're turning to stone before the volcano even erupts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just thought... And I do think that it's interesting. I think that they did give respect to, like, the whole thing of Pompeii and stuff. When I was, like, looking into it, I didn't see anything that was, like, people were, like...
Offended?
Offended, or anything. Because, like, the Titanic one, we had a specific thing where it was like, oh, someone was offended by the Titanic.
Yeah.
And this one, I didn't see anything.
But also, like, Titanic was, you know, recent history.
Yeah.
You know,
sure.
People are alive who've lived through that. Whereas Pompeii was so long ago. You know, you have that seperation.
Yeah. But I thought it was important to just bring up that.
Yeah.
I still think that they gave it the respect that was needed. Because, I mean, it was still history. It's still something that happened.
Yeah.
And you have, you know, generations, family, the people who live there, like...
Because, like, for the Titanic one, like, they made it more, like, silly. Kind of, like, fit into, we're like, no, now it's a flying ship, and kind of making it a little, like, silly-ish. Well, this one's like, no, we stuck to the core. Like, I think that
they
helps
took
too.
it very seriously.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that it helped because Donna was like, you know, I don't understand why you can't save everybody, and that, you know, and the whole fact of it being that, like, of course, it's not what happened, but here you have either everyone in the world gets turned into pyrobiles, or this one city gets destroyed and everyone murdered. 20,000 people. And it reminded me where they, like, have their hands on the lever. I said to Brady, I was like, it reminded me of the 100.
I literally thought that reference, even though I haven't seen it, but, like, when we were talking about it recently, I was literally thinking about that.
Yep. So in the 100, there is a plot point where one of the characters has their hand literally on a lever, choosing who to save and who to kill. And the other guy comes up and he's like, yeah, we'll do it together. Yeah. And they pull the lever together. Yeah. And it reminded me of that, where the doctor has that. He's explaining it to Donna, and Donna's like, okay. She puts her hand on the lever and they do it together.
Like, he knows it has to happen.
Yeah. But I love that this episode does sort of pose the question of what is right and who is to decide what happens and what doesn't. Yeah. Like, who gets to decide who lives and who dies. Because the doctor has faced that multiple times before.
I feel like this is the exact same situation that the doctor's been in, just on a much smaller scale. But can you imagine going through that, making that decision, and being forced to make it again?
Yeah.
I can't imagine what was going on inside his head.
Yeah, because it's very similar. You'll learn more coming in, but I mean, what happened to his people?
Yeah.
You know, so.
Exactly. He destroyed the Daleks and the Time Lords
Yeah.
to save the
The rest of
entire
the
universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, the PTSD.
Yeah.
Oh, and their scene there where Donna's like, never mind us.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she puts her hands on the
Yep.
thing with him. You're not alone. I'm here with you.
Yeah.
Like, this is not just on you. I'm here. Like,
Again, they're equals.
Yeah.
They're there for each other. Like, I feel like those two have such a bond
yeah.
that, I don't know, it's just, I love them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Ugh.
that is why I love Donna and why I love their friendship and their relationship in this show. Because it's just so natural and it comes so easily. And I mean, this is just a perfect example of why the Doctor needs a companion.
Yeah.
And he needs someone who is like Donna, who is like Rose. I mean, even who is like Martha, you know? Like, you need someone who's going to be sympathetic and empathetic and is going to stand by him. They're going to, you know, help guide him. But like, he's making the tough decisions. At the end of the day, it's on him.
Yeah.
And he has to do this over and over and over and over and over and over again. So, like, and he has to live with it.
Yeah.
Even, because, like, you know, I think Rose, she killed all of the Daleks in that finale. But she doesn't quite remember it,
Yeah.
so it doesn't affect her.
But he's going to remember every single death.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Do you think he counts how many people?
I don't think he can.
I think he can.
Damn.
I think he does.
Well, yeah, I imagine for living that long, I imagine he's probably gone over that and relived it over and over and over and over again. Yeah, so yeah, he probably knows exactly how many.
Yes.
Jesus.
I do think so.
Do we get the number soon?
Kind of.
Okay.
It's a future thing. But yeah, so they end up escaping in the escape pod, and they're in the TARDIS. Doctor's ready to go, and Donna. This scene again, so beautiful.
This almost got me. Like, almost teared up just because it was so emotional.
It's so
and
raw.
both of them, and like seeing him just like shutting down how much this is like hurting him, but seeing Donna like crying and pleading with him, that's hurting him even more. And it's just, it was a phenomenal scene.
Yeah, I'm like, after watching that, I don't know how people weren't convinced for Catherine Tate.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah, she was so
She's
good.
fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
She is such a phenomenal actress. Yeah, because that was so beautiful. She's like, just save one. Just save one.
Yep.
Do something.
Yeah.
Anything.
So my question is, why do you think that?
What?
Why do you think that she asked him to save just one?
Or like, as we know that we can't save, you know, everybody, we won't be able to make a big difference in like the death, but at least if we can just do one thing, just to know that we did something, that we tried to do, we saved someone, to like make it worth the death that they caused.
Let's
you
find
know?
some good in this.
Yeah.
Let's do, like, we know we can't do anything. Let's do what we can.
Yeah.
Do you think that part of that was because she knew that saving one person would make the Doctor feel better at the end of the day, even though he wouldn't maybe have thought of that?
No.
No,
I
you
think she
that it was
just said it because it was right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the Doctor realized that.
Yeah.
I loved that part at the end where the Doctor was like, "You were right. I do need someone."
Yeah.
Just to call back to that episode so long ago.
Yeah, where she's like, find someone, like, don't be alone.
Yeah.
Ah, that's amazing, incredible writing.
Because then he says, like, welcome aboard. I feel like that's when he fully is like, you are actually my equal, or like my companion.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not just like, okay, I guess you can come, but like, I want you to come. I need you to come.
Yeah. Which I feel like is different to how he treated Martha, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it was just like, all right, I'm going to fucking drop you off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Unless-
Oh, you're stuck to me.
Yeah, but then he was
Yeah.
also like, unless.
But that's just more like, I don't want to be alone anymore. All right,
Exactly.
she wants to be here. Let's do one more thing.
Yeah.
But
But
here.
like again, he said you were right. I do need someone. So he That's been at the back of his mind this entire time. He's never forgot that.
Yeah.
Her saying, I need someone, because he saw the truth in it.
Mm-hmm.
Gets me every time.
This is a solid episode.
And I love that we got 6 months later in Rome, the family.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. Like, I love that that kind of like epilogue to the story was the family and not the doctor and Donna.
Yeah.
Like, I love that it was, okay, like, oh, my son, the doctor.
Yes.
Like, and how much that they influenced this
And
family.
to know, like, the one that they got to say, or, you know, family.
Yeah.
But, like,
they're thriving.
look at that, you know? Like, you did make a difference.
Yeah. Because I feel like that's something that we don't get too often in Doctor Who is like the aftermath. Like, how does, you know, him helping people or saving this planet or whatever, like, how does that affect these people and stuff? So I love that we got to see that. And then
especially because the brother goes from just, like, drinking and partying, just, like, whatever, to, like, becoming a doctor, you know? And then when he goes to, like,
the household
gods.
Which, again, talking about them being equals, there they are, Dr. Donna, next to each other, both standing next to the TARDIS. It is, they are the gods. It's them.
I also think it's really interesting to point out here that in the Christmas episode, we very first meet Donna. The doctor he says to her, why you though? You're no one important. He says that to her, which we know already that Donna has that insecurity. Right here and now, she is cemented, literally, into history as a goddess in this household. She is the most important person for this household.
Yeah.
And no one can take that away from her now.
Yeah.
Just kidding. So, but
see, if I was the doctor in that situation, I would have expected her to leave.
Really?
After that episode.
Yeah.
I took you on your first adventure, and you witnessed the death of 20,000 people. They were standing on that mountain. They watched the lava pour in and kill everybody.
Yeah.
They were standing next to people as they watched their home burn. Everyone they've ever known die. But she stayed.
I thought about that too.
What do you think that says about Donna?
Oh my God, she's amazing, incredible. I love her.
To see the growth as well, because when we first saw her, you do that every day or whatever. She's like, okay, no, I can't do it. But to see her now, like, you saw firsthand, live their lives, saw the death, and you continue to go forward, like, her growth. Like,
yeah.
I think it was just like her deciding, I can't stop every bad thing from happening, but when I'm with you, I can make a difference.
Yeah. Yep. What would you rate this episode?
Man.
This episode is a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. I love this one just as much as I love Blank.
Wow. Oh, also, there's a recent Doctor Who in the new season, and they make a really funny reference about Blank being everyone's favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Episode. Really? Yeah, it's really funny.
What do they say?
I don't want to tell you, and especially because it's like a new episode, I don't want to spoil it for our viewers if they haven't seen that yet.
Oh, that's cute though.
But it was really fun and it was cute. It was a good episode.
This new season is so refreshing.
It's really fun.
Really?
It's really good.
Yeah. Before you guys were like,
I know.
The last
first
season was rough.
It was a little rough. But this one is good. This one's good.
Yeah. So far, every single episode, I've really liked.
I know. And I have seen people being like, oh, like there was an episode that was based in Africa with and I've seen people say hated it. Hated it. I was like, it was one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite Doctor Who episodes now.
Whoa, why do people not like it?
It was so sweet.
So good, so interesting.
Yeah.
But anyway, what would you rate this episode though? So Brady, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a 10 out of 10 for me.
I, 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 don't know. It's just.
I would say Man, that's hard. 8.5.
I would say an 8 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because I know that there's really good.
For me, it's like Blink is so special because it's so unique because it's no doctor, but everything revolves around him and about time and the impact that the doctor has on people's lives. But like this one is like what a Doctor Who episode should be, you know, doctor focused. It's him on an adventure. It's everything that I would ever want from a normal Doctor Who episode.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a good one.
That was a really good one.
It's a good one.
No, this season's starting out strong. But I'm already like, I don't want to finish the season. Because why are we up here already? Especially with Donna. Because I just know for an arc, we already up here. We're going to end down here.
No, it'll be good. It'll be good.
Will it be good?
It'll be good. Yeah. Your definition of good might be different from my definition of good. I'm going to tell you right now, the finale, my favorite finale is this season.
Will we cry?
Absolutely you will. Absolutely you will. There's a monologue by the doctor, David Tennant.
Does he say that to Donna?
I can't tell you
As
shit.
he's dying?
I cannot tell you shit, but it is the best performance that David Tennant gives in this whole show is the finale. The best. And that says something because you know I love every single performance he does. This was, do you know what I'm talking about?
I remember watching that episode for the first time and being like, they could not have ended this better.
Yeah. Yeah. They really gave him justice. They really did. The best finale.
Yeah.
I will say
I cried.
Yeah. Yeah. Brady cried, but that's not that difficult.
I cry easily.
I love that. I cried.
That's how you
know. It's good. Man, I love that. I'm so excited for the rest of the season. Like, truly, it is my favorite season. Episode after episode, bangers. Even episodes I don't love, the aspects within it make it amazing.
This season, we're going to see the doctor die or regenerate, whatever. But, like, you know, David Tennant, you know. So I'm scared about that. I don't know what's going on with that, okay? We're going to see Rose, obviously. I'm excited to see what's going on with the Rose and Doctor. What's with that? I'm excited to see Rose and Donna. What's their relationship going to be like?
You think we're going to see them together?
I think so. I mean, we see in Rose episode fucking 1, so obviously she's coming back. I don't know at what capacity, but I'm interested to see what her and Donna, like, what's that interaction gonna look like? Because I feel like, so far, I feel like all of the companions would like each other if they got over that initial, like, yeah, Doctor's companion now, like, you know, that jealousy or whatever. So I feel like once they get over that hump, I feel like they all would actually like each other and be like, you know, like Rose and
Sarah Jane.
Sarah Jane. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, it would be like that, where it's like, okay, no, we're actually really good. We're like locked in.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that it's good. But I know Rose, she'll be like, another person is my man. So I'm excited to see that. But
Unless she's grown.
Unless she's grown,
you don't know.
because
Maybe she's moved on.
Girl, shut up. So we know from episode 1, she's very different. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm worried. Like, is she gonna be the Rose that we know?
I don't know.
I'm not ready for this season. I'm ready for it because, like, let's make up for that season before.
Yeah. And it does. It does. So next week, we're watching 3 episodes. 3, 4, and 5. We have a 2-parter, 4 and 5. But yeah. They're good ones.
Okay.
One of them is really good, in my opinion. The 2-parter, it's like, it's okay. It's not my favorite 2-parter, but like, it works. All
right.
We did get in the first episode, we've got a couple little crumbs for the 2-parter.
Oh, a 2-parter.
Barely anything. Okay. Like, you wouldn't know. I didn't even really notice. Okay. The only reason why they had crumbs was because they filmed the season out of order.
Okay.
And so the 2-parter they filmed before the first episode.
Oh.
So they were able to use some of the props and stuff. So
Okay.
I'll tell you when we get to that
Yeah.
what the little thing was.
Yeah.
Or I'll tell you now. It was about a car. There's like a car sticker.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was a crumb.
Yeah, there's a crumb.
Okay.
Well, also this second episode is both episodes, the aliens had a planet lost.
Right, because they were like, the pyrobiles.
Yeah.
Why are you
Yeah.
coming
That's
here?
kind of interesting.
Are those crumbs?
Are those crumbs?
Because remember we had crumbs from the last season, which we don't know yet.
Yeah.
About like the stars are gone or something.
Yeah, and the bees are gone now.
And the bees are gone.
Because Donna kept saying
Yeah.
that. And the bees are disappearing. Huh?
I know. So like
It's so easy for me to like not pick up on a lot
Sure.
of this.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
But that's why, like, because of all these other crumbs, I'm like, I really gotta pay attention because they be leaving crumbs. So I'm like, I already know I'm missing things. So I'm like, watching it.
But then that's what's amazing about watching it back.
I know.
And that's why I can rewatch these a million times because I'm still catching things I didn't catch before.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So,
All right.
next week, like I said, 3, 4, and 5. You can go and check out our content calendar on our Instagram at the.tbr.podcast. We'll see you next week.
Don't forget to like, subscribe,
Click that notification bell.
notification bell.
See you next week. Bye.